The following program is brought to you in part by Johnny's Radiator Shop. For auto repair and air conditioning parts to fit everything under the sun, visit johnnysradiatorshop.com. Well, Coach Hembree, thank you for visiting with us again as we kind of bring the 2020 football season to a conclusion. I know you and your team are disappointed. Y'all want to play Saturday again, but you had a terrific year, just a terrific year. I want to congratulate you and the coaches and the team on that. Before we get into a couple things about this year and then looking at next year, talk just briefly about the Rivercrest game. It was a great football game in a lot of ways and not very good conditions, but talk to us about that just a little bit.
You know, Mother Nature, it was tough. Two of the games that we lost this year were really rainy or stormy or wind blowing, and Friday night was one of them. And they had a really, really good football team. They were extremely fast. We knew that going in. They had athletes everywhere. The first kickoff return was tough. The second one, man, that was just a break that didn't go our way. The kid fumbles. I mean, we're squeezing it down. Bounces right to one of their best players, and he's able to go 81 yards for a touchdown. The thing that got us was, honestly, that we haven't done the last 3 or 4 weeks was turnovers. I don't think we had a turnover from Monticello game. Honestly, we didn't turn it over week 10 or week 9, week 10, Lone Oak, Arkadelphia, Nashville. We didn't turn the ball over. Then we ended up having 3 turnovers Friday night, and you can't do that. And they fumbled the ball 6 times, and they recovered 5 of them. They just couldn't. It didn't bounce our way, and our kids kept playing hard. They had a chance so many times throughout the year to quit. We started out 0-3. We lose our quarterback week 1 against Whitehall, and then go to Stuttgart and look like a train wreck. And then week 3 we go to Texarkana, show a little bit of improvement. We have a bye week, and our bye week really helped us. And we came out and we got really good there for a little while, and then we went back into a lull against Monticello. The storm, it was raining that night, and then we got through Helena and Hamburg. Then we had another bye week, and so this football team never quit. They just kept believing in us and believing in each other and getting better. And then I thought, the playoff run that we had was pretty remarkable as far as who we had to play. It wasn't like I think that was a little bit of a toll also. Most of the time, whenever you go to the playoffs, you might have a game where you're going to win going in, and we didn't have that. We had a really good Lone Oak team who had a freshman quarterback that was really good, and a really good Arkadelphia team, and a really good Nashville team, and a really good Rivercrest team. So that was 4 really tough games in a row, and we still had a chance. Down 34-21 at halftime, come back, take the lead in the fourth quarter, 35-34. And then just didn't get a break to win it.
Well, you've covered the season just very well there in a short summary, but this team did just keep battling all year, didn't it? And got better.
We did. It was just it was hard. It was really hard as far as the injury to Riley obviously hurt us early, and then we had Hunter White go down with the ankle injury, Weston Gavin go down with the ankle injury, and we was just putting guys in there, honestly, there for a little while. And then, we start rolling a little bit. Then we lose Jacob Duran, who was a 3-year starter at right tackle, and he didn't play again. That's sad for him. He didn't play any playoff games. And then we lose Delfino. He gets quarantined right before the Lone Oak game. So we miss him for 3 games. And so it was just a tough time when you got guys who – but we had other guys step up. Marcus Green ended up stepping up at left guard, who's a sophomore that we really wasn't counting on this year. Who ended up having a really good year and really improved throughout the playoffs. So yeah, it was a tough year with the injuries and with COVID, but I thought our kids just really kept battling and kept believing in what we wanted to do and never gave up on each other.
Well, just very briefly, I want you to make a few comments about your seniors. I know you got a number of seniors on this team that all contributed, did a great job, not just this year, but over their careers. Can you just...
our senior class was, growing up, obviously I know this class more than most just because I had a son in it, but they wasn't just totally very successful in junior high, and they stuck together and they just kept working. And they had the addition to Peyton Bird this year, who helped. I mean, he was a great addition to that class. And I think we had 9 seniors, and then you had Traylon Marshall, who was a 3-year starter, who who had an unbelievable game the other night. I think he had like 18 carries for 142 yards. I think his in his stats was he's another one that we lost in week 1. We lost him to a four-wheeler wreck, and a lot of people didn't think he was going to come back and play. He was able to do that and ended up having a great senior year. Jet Reap, who's also played a lot as a sophomore, and just was really our bell cow on both sides. He went both ways and end up having a really good career here. And then Jared Villarreal, who's a 2-year starter, he ended up improving each day and got better as the year went on. And then Weston Hembry, who started a lot this year, just played really hard, really tough. He played hurt most of the year. He broke his thumb early, and he tore his meniscus against Arkadelphia and kind of just limped the way through. But he improved a lot. Then we had some guys, Stone Gorman, who played really well and just kept competing, and just really smart kid who kind of was our defensive coordinator on the field for our defense. And anytime he wasn't out there, we felt like that we missed something as far as getting lined up. And he was so tough, and a lot of times he was outmanned, but he gave us everything he had. And then you had Clay Barnes, who held extra points and played a lot on special teams. And it kind of hurt him with Riley going down because of he was a wideout, and we went to a different style of offense. He played a lot the first game at wideout, and then when we went to the 2 tight ends or tight end fullback, then that hurt hurt his playing ability. But he had a great year on special teams. And we had J.J. Kitchens, the same boat. He was a wideout that was going to play with Riley being when we were in 10 personnel stuff, and then Riley going down. We tried to move him to tight end and fullback, and man, he got a lot better as the year went on. I wish he was coming back as far as to be able to play that position. 'Cause I think towards the end of the year he got to where he could do it. It was just a deal where Jet was just bigger and stronger right now, and but I think that was. That senior class was really good. And you had Jacob Duran, who I feel sorry for, just because he started a lot of games for us here, and in the last 4 games he didn't get an opportunity to play because he got an infection, and it really hurt us because he was probably our best offensive lineman coming into the year, and then losing him, it didn't. I think if we had him, we would have been a little bit better up front.
See any of your kickers, any of them seniors?
No, they're not. They're all going back.
Again, I just wanted to mention those seniors and highlight them because I know seniors are usually your, I guess you'd say, the spiritual strength of your ball clubs, and those guys all did a good job and finished on a high note. Great season. Didn't quite get to the championship game, but still a great season and a weird year in a lot of different ways with COVID and all that. Talk about what you're looking at next year, just briefly. Just your 2021 team, and I know this is ways to go yet, and off season and all, but
first of all, we're going to miss the seniors. You look at them and you talk about the spiritual part of it, but Clay Barnes, man. Every day he made it fun to come out here, and he was. I think anybody would tell you that he was. We're going to miss that part of the seniors, the camaraderie in the dressing room, and outside of a few of them, but as far as playing a lot, they still had a good time every day, and that we're going to miss that part of it. But this next class, the junior class, has got to step up and be leaders, and they know what it feels like now to get there and be one step away and not being able to finish, and hopefully we can take that into January and remember how that feels, and hopefully get that step next year. But you got to have a little luck and to get there, and we were very fortunate. When you go 3 games in a row without any turnovers, and then you got to have a break or two, and we didn't get that against Rivercrest. So it's a start over. Hopefully we'll have Riley back. That's the first key. But if we don't, we will have Riley back. Hopefully he'll be full strength. But what's awesome about that is now we got 2 quarterbacks who've got experience. You got Riley, who played every game as a sophomore. Then you got Maddox, who played. I think 10 out of how many games did we play this year? I don't even know. 11. He played 11 out of 13 games this year, quarterback. So we got both of them back at quarterback, and then at running back you got Cedric Calvert, who played a lot of snaps, and we need to find someone else to do that. And then at receiver you got Jakari Lee and Jared Payne and Tayshawn Johnson. All of them all of them played a lot at receiver this year. And then you got Caleb Barnes, who's coming back, who also played a lot in the first game. I think that he's going to help us out there next year. And some other young guys that need to step up and help us at receiver. But at fullback, tight end, Maddox played there a lot. In different packages, Maddox played there a lot. So that's going to be a smooth transition for him and to be where Jet is. And then on the offensive line, we got 6 guys that's coming back that started games. I don't know if that's ever happened to us. You got Dakota Iman, who started at center every game. You got Connor McDermott, who had an unbelievable year at right guard, and Weston Gavin played right tackle throughout the playoffs. He moved from left guard to left tackle to right tackle. Throughout the year, he played all 3 of them positions at one point. And then Delfino Rivera, he started at left guard most of the year, and then Marcus Green started there the last 4 games in the playoffs, and then Hunter White at left tackle. So that gives us 6 quality guys up front, and they've all got a lot of experience coming back. And we were able to run the football. We had 306 yards rushing at halftime the other night, and against a really good football team, and then ended up with almost 500 yards total offense, and we just got to finish drives, and we can't turn the ball over. And then on defense, we got Hunter White, Connor McDermott, Weston Gavin, Marcus Green. All of them got experience on the defensive line. We got all 3 linebackers back with Cedric and Xander and Maddox, and then in the secondary we got Jared back, we got Jakari back, we got Tayshawn back. All 3 of them played corner the whole year, and then at safety we got Jalen Lee back. He started most of the year at safety, so we got a lot of guys that's coming back. And we got some young guys who were sophomores this year that came to work every day that need to have a great spring. And we start back in August. We start back in January, but we put pads back on in August. It's going to be a lot different than it was this past year, and we'll have a lot more experience, and hopefully we can stay injury free and see what we can do.
Well, I appreciate you taking time to talk about your seniors and then talk a little bit about next year. But again, I want to congratulate you. They were fun to watch. Let me say that they were fun to watch, and just obviously battled like lumberjacks all year long and hung in there. And I thought you and your coaching staff did a really good job with this team. So congratulations, and we're already excited about thinking about next year.
Appreciate it. We're excited too. I wish we could be playing this weekend, but we played a really good football team the other night, and it was very, 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 very athletic. And that was the first time that really this year that you could see when we got one-on-ones, we wasn't able to get them on the ground, and that's why they're 13-0 right now and playing for a state championship game. And they're very athletic, and I think that I don't know if their number 1's going to be able to play this week or not, but if he does, then they're very dynamic on offense. So I think they have a really good chance to win a state championship, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see them again next year.
Coach, thank you for your time. Thank you for the season, visiting with us each week, and like I say, we'll be ready to go again.
All right, thank you.